What if the most powerful decisions in history, wars, economies, who gets elected, who gets removed, were never made in public? What if they were made in rooms you'll never be allowed to enter, by people whose names you'll never hear? Today, we're pulling back the curtain on some of history's most famous secret societies, from medieval assassins to modern power networks. Stay with me to the end because the last one will genuinely change the way you see the world. 1. The Order of Assassins. We start in the mountains of Persia, circa 1090 AD. The Order of Assassins wasn't just a gang of hired killers, they were a highly organized political force, operating for nearly 2 centuries with one goal: protect the Nizari Ismaili state at any cost. Their targets? Caliphs, sultans, crusader leaders, anyone they viewed as a threat. Their weapons of choice? Daggers, poison, and precision. They operated out of mountain fortresses that functioned as the headquarters of a sprawling network of strongholds across the Middle East. They survived for 185 years, until the Mongols came. By the late 1200s, the Mongols had destroyed the assassins' fortress network and shattered their political power. Or so the story goes. Some historians argue the assassins' political influence didn't die with them. The word assassin is widely believed to trace back to this group. That's how deep their legacy runs. 2. The Knights Templar. Founded in 1118 by a French knight, the Knights Templar began as a protective force for Christian pilgrims during the Crusades. But they became something far more powerful. Based at Temple Mount in Jerusalem, they took vows of poverty, chastity, and obedience, and then proceeded to become one of the wealthiest organizations on earth. How? They essentially invented international banking. By 1139, Pope Innocent II had granted them full tax exemption. They controlled fleets, acquired territories, and loaned money to kings. Then came their downfall. King Philip IV of France, who owed them a significant sum, had hundreds of Templars arrested in 1307, tortured into confessions, and burned at the stake. In 1312, Pope Clement V formally dissolved the order under pressure from the French crown. But here's where it gets interesting. The Templars are rumored to have been the guardians of the Holy Grail, the Ark of the Covenant, and the Shroud of Turin. Some believe they never truly disappeared, that their traditions survived underground and were later absorbed by the Freemasons. Their Cross of Lorraine became a symbol of French resistance in World War II. You've probably even seen it on an Oreo cookie. 3. The Hermetic Order of the Golden Dawn. Founded by 3 Freemasons in late 19th century Britain, the Golden Dawn was the premier occult society of its era. Their focus wasn't crime or politics, it was something more unusual: divine magic, metaphysics, and spiritual development. By the 1890s, they had over 100 members drawn from every class of Victorian society. And unlike most secret societies, women weren't just allowed, they were actively encouraged to participate, which was revolutionary for the time. Their internal structure mirrored Masonic lodges, with initiation rituals, hierarchy, and escalating levels of knowledge. The original temples were eventually dissolved, but their influence never was. The Golden Dawn essentially laid the blueprint for modern occultism. Concepts central to Wicca, Thelema, and ritual magic today trace directly back to this group. Their fingerprints are all over the spiritual underground. 4. The Thule Society. Here's where things take a much darker turn. What started as a German academic study group in 1911 morphed into something far more sinister. The Thule Society became a nationalist, occultist movement obsessed with racial purity, the origins of the Aryan race, and virulent anti-Semitism. Their most significant act? They sponsored the German Workers' Party, the organization Adolf Hitler would later seize and transform into the Nazi Party. Not every Thule doctrine became Nazi doctrine, but the ideological DNA was clearly there. The society dissolved with the fall of the German Reich in 1945, but its legacy is one of the most chilling in modern history. 5. La Cosa Nostra. The Sicilian Mafia crossed the Atlantic and became something uniquely American. La Cosa Nostra, this thing of ours, is a nationwide network of crime families who operate by a strict internal code. Its initiation rituals draw from Roman Catholic and Masonic traditions, and for decades, membership required full Sicilian descent, later expanded to half Italian. These families control distinct geographic territories and are connected by blood, loyalty, and fear. Their activities span murder, extortion, drug trafficking, loan sharking, gambling, and corruption at the highest levels. The Commission, made up of the bosses of the most powerful families, functions as a kind of criminal Supreme Court, most active in New York, New Jersey, Philadelphia, Chicago, Detroit, and New England. La Cosa Nostra today cooperates internationally with the Sicilian Mafia, the Camorra, and the 'Ndrangheta. The Code of Silence, Omerta, remains their most sacred rule. 6. Opus Dei. Founded in 1928 by a Spanish priest, Opus Dei is a Catholic organization with over 95,000 members, operating in influential positions across government, finance, media, and education worldwide, and the Vatican has officially recognized and supported it since 1950. Their founding constitution explicitly states that their governing documents are never to be made public. Finances are confidential. The controversies surrounding Opus Dei are serious. The organization has long faced criticism over its secrecy, recruitment practices, and the intense demands placed on some members. Some members practice corporal mortification, including the use of a syllus. Critics have also linked the organization to support for authoritarian regimes, including Franco's fascist government in Spain. Today, Opus Dei's influence extends through think tanks, universities, and financial institutions on nearly every continent. 7. Bohemian Grove. Nestled in a private forest in Northern California, the Bohemian Grove is an invitation-only retreat. No women, no press, no cameras. Every July, roughly 2,000 of the most powerful men on the planet gather there for 2 weeks of what organizers call relaxation and camaraderie. Past attendees include Presidents Nixon, Reagan, and Hoover, along with Fortune 500 executives, media moguls, and foreign dignitaries. What goes on inside is deliberately kept from public record. What we do know, a planning meeting for the Manhattan Project took place there in 1942, ultimately leading to the atomic bomb. A leaked video from 2000 showed a theatrical ceremony called the Cremation of Care, a ritual involving a mock human sacrifice at the base of a 40-foot stone owl. The club dismisses this as theater. Critics aren't so sure. 8. Skull and Bones, Yale University, 1832. A secret society is founded with roots in an occult German organization. Every year, only 15 seniors are tapped for membership. They meet in a windowless building on campus called The Tomb. Outsiders? They're simply referred to as barbarians. The membership list reads like a who's who of American power. President George H.W. Bush, President George W. Bush, Secretary of State John Kerry, multiple CIA directors, and dozens of Fortune 500 executives. George W. Bush himself confirmed it was a secret society in his own autobiography, but said he couldn't say more. Skull and Bones is formally known as Order 322, or the Brotherhood of Death. The theories surrounding it are extensive: ties to the Illuminati, de facto control of the CIA, and the construction of a new world order run by an interconnected elite. Whether or not you believe the theories, the connections are entirely real. 9. The Freemasons. No list like this is complete without them. Freemasonry is arguably the most historically influential secret society in existence. 13 of the 39 signers of the United States Constitution were Masons. George Washington, Benjamin Franklin, Paul Revere, all Masons. So were Mozart, Winston Churchill, and John Wayne. Freemasonry traces its roots to the medieval stonemasons guilds. In its modern form, it began in 1717 when 4 London lodges united to form the First Grand Lodge. It spread across Europe and into the American colonies almost immediately. Despite what many believe, it is not a religion, though it does require a belief in a supreme being. Its symbols, including the square and compass, are direct descendants of cathedral builders' tools from the Middle Ages. The Catholic Church has repeatedly condemned Freemasonry. In the United States, anti-Masonic sentiment once ran so strong that a dedicated anti-Masonic party emerged in the 1800s. Today, the organization claims somewhere between 2 and 6 million members worldwide, a deliberately wide estimate which tells you something about transparency. 10. The Bilderberg Group, 1954. The Bilderberg Hotel, Netherlands. Prince Bernhard of the Netherlands convenes the first meeting of what will become one of the most secretive gatherings on the planet. The stated mission: mend the growing rift between North America and Europe in the post-war world. Today, roughly 120 invitation-only attendees, drawn from politics, banking, industry, and media, meet annually at an undisclosed location. No minutes are published, no press is admitted, security is airtight. Past guests include Bill Clinton, Margaret Thatcher, Henry Kissinger, and dozens of heads of state and central bank governors. The official line is that these meetings are just informal discussions. Critics argue these meetings give influential leaders an opportunity to shape future policy discussions away from public scrutiny. The left says Bilderberg is a vehicle for capitalist domination. The right says it's a precursor to world government. Both sides are watching the same door, and neither is getting in. 11. The Illuminati. May 1st, 1776, Bavaria, Germany. A professor named Adam Weishaupt founds a secret society with an audacious vision: replace the Catholic Church and the monarchy with a rational government led by philosophers and scientists. He called it the Order of the Illuminati. Weishaupt recruited from Masonic lodges, used encrypted communications, and gave members code names drawn from antiquity. At its peak, the Illuminati had hundreds of members across Europe: intellectuals, politicians, nobility. Then, in 1787, Bavarian ruler Karl Theodor outlawed the group and imposed severe penalties for membership. By every official account, the Illuminati was finished, but the rumors never stopped. The French Revolution, the assassination of JFK, the formation of the Federal Reserve, the rise of the New World Order. For 2.5 centuries, the Illuminati has remained the world's most persistent conspiracy theory, and the shadowy backdrop for nearly every other secret society on this list. 12. The Committee of 300. And finally, we arrive at perhaps the most controversial theory on this entire list. Unlike the other groups we've discussed, no verified evidence shows that the Committee of 300 actually exists, and yet, for decades, the theory has refused to die. If every other group on this list is a piece on the board, the Committee of 300 is said to be the hand moving the pieces. Also known as the Olympians or the Hidden Hand, this alleged group is theorized to have been founded by the British aristocracy in 1727 and to have quietly controlled global affairs ever since. The claim is sweeping, that this council orchestrates international politics, banking, commerce, religion, the media, and military conflict. Not for any national interest, but for the consolidation of global power in the hands of a few hundred individuals. Supposed members include royalty, top-tier industrialists, central bankers, and heads of state. And where do the Bilderberg Group, the Council on Foreign Relations, the Trilateral Commission, and even the Illuminati fit in? According to theorists, they are all front organizations, committees reporting upward to the 300. The most extreme claim? This group aims to reduce the global population to 1 billion people by 2036 and install a single, unified world government. No verified evidence exists for the committee's existence. No member has ever stepped forward, and yet, the theory has never gone away. In fact, it keeps growing. So, from a medieval assassin cult to an alleged shadow council governing all of human civilization, these are the secret societies that have shaped and may still be shaping the world we live in. The question isn't whether powerful people meet in secret. We know they do. The real question is, how much do we actually know about what they decide? If this video opened your eyes or raised more questions than it answered, hit subscribe. There's a lot more where this came from.